You are lying perfectly still, doing absolutely nothing, and yet the weight of exhaustion feels heavier than ever. Even the smallest task feels like an impossible climb. You followed the standard advice. You took the weekend off, you put away the laptop, and you gave yourself permission to recharge. Despite executing the rest protocol to the letter, your motivation is still at absolute zero. The energy you expected to return simply hasn't arrived. We are conditioned to view physical rest as a universal battery charger. When it fails to work, it's easy to assume the problem is personal, that you are failing at recovery, or worse, that you are just becoming lazy. This cycle of guilt suggests we are treating the wrong symptoms. When the standard cure for exhaustion fails, we have to look past the physical body to find where the energy is actually leaking. Most of our modern downtime happens in isolation, usually in front of a glowing screen. We assume that because we aren't working, we must be recovering. In reality, passive consumption and endless scrolling function as a form of false rest. Your brain is easily deceived by physical immobility. Because your heart rate is low and your muscles are relaxed, your internal systems signal that you are in a state of deep recovery. Beneath that stillness, your brain processes a relentless stream of disjointed information. Each post forces a rapid context switch, demanding high-speed cognitive processing. This mental friction requires significant fuel. Instead of filling your reserves, this chaotic activity actively depletes your limited cognitive energy. We call this chilling out, but your brain experiences it as a high-intensity workout. You leave the couch with less mental energy than when you sat down. The drain continues even after the screens are off. We carry a silent workload into our rest, a collection of background processes that never truly shut down. This state of cognitive overload stems from unresolved micro-decisions and constant background anxiety. Your mind stays intensely hyperactive, constantly trying to manage a massive mental to-do list with no clear off switch. These loops keep the brain in a high-alert defensive posture. You are burning energy to maintain readiness for problems that haven't even happened yet. Human energy functions across three systems. Your physical tank might be full, but cognitive and emotional pillars are hollowed out by chronic stress. Sleep is a biological maintenance cycle. It repairs tissue, but cannot resolve the emotional deficit created by high-stress environments. This is why you can wake up after 8 hours of perfect sleep and still feel an immediate urge to go back to bed. The system that feels tired isn't the one that was just serviced. Using physical sleep to fix a cognitive drain is like trying to jumpstart a car that has no fuel in the tank. The battery has plenty of spark, but the engine has nothing to burn. This leaves you in a state of paralysis. You have the capacity to move, yet you feel anchored in place while the world rushes past. This paralysis reveals the deepest root of exhaustion. Burnout often signals a profound disconnect between the effort we expend and the value we find in our daily actions. The feeling of being unmotivated is actually a protective mechanism. Your brain is refusing to release energy for tasks that it perceives as insignificant or misaligned with your needs. There is a vital distinction between conserving energy through rest and generating energy through engagement. When your emotional and cognitive tanks are dry, more downtime will only lead to further stagnation. Recovery at this stage requires a clear sense of direction. Your lack of energy is not a character flaw. It is a signal that you are currently disconnected from work or actions that resonate with your core values. Lasting recovery begins the moment you align your effort with a single goal that feels deeply meaningful to you.